Hello students, I am back with a new video on human evolution, standard 6 history lesson 2. Let's start. Let's see the objective of this lesson: to know the origin of human, to learn about the different stages of human evolution from nomadic hunting gathering to a settled life, to know about stone implements of prehistoric human, to understand the use of fire and wheel, to know the significance of rock painting of ancient humans. Let's see the introduction. The term evolution is defined as the gradual change leading to more advanced development. So here gradual change, the changes occurred slowly, systematically to a advanced and developed. Let's see the introduction. The term evolution is defined as the gradual change leading to more advanced development. So here the changes occur slowly, systematically. That leads to the developed stage. The story or history of human evolution can be scientifically studied with the help of archaeology and anthropology. Archaeology is the study of prehistoric human remain material used by prehistoric humans. Excavated material are the main source for archaeological studies. So the historical archaeology is the study of prehistoric man, what all they used, what all they left. With the help of that we are constructing the history. So excavated material means what they used, potteries, weapons, then ornaments, what all they use. With the help of that we can come to know about the human history. Anthropology is the study of human and evolutionary history. It is derived from two Greek words, anthropos meaning man and logos mean thought. So anthropology is the stages of evolution of human. So how the human evolves step by step, that is the anthropology. It is a Greek word. Anthros means man, logos means thought. That is based on the human thought. They constructed the history how the man have evolved. Human evolution. Human evolution is the evolutionary process that lead to the emergence of anatomically modern human. So human evolution means originating, how the humans are evolved in this world. Anatomically means the arrangement of skeletons, how they are differ from animals. We used to say the humans are evolved from apes. Ape is the animal. So from the ape how we change like a human being. That is the human evolution. We humans are Homo sapiens, the culture bearing upright walking species that lives on the ground and very likely first evolved in Africa about 315,000 years ago. So humans we belong to the human sapiens. So we have different species of humans, Homo erectus, Homo habilis, so many species are there, but we are belong to human sapiens. We are culture bearing. We are culture bear. Culture means we know the discipline, we know the morals, ethics, everything, isn't it? So that is we are culture bearing and upright walking. We are walking erectly. We are walking with the two legs. That is a upright walking species that lives on the ground. That we are living on the ground surface, that is on the earth. The first man evolved in Africa. It says that the first man appeared on the earth is in Africa. That is about 315,000 years ago. Human evolution is studied from fossil fuel available on the earth. Now what is fossil fuel? Human beings remaining, animals remaining, plants remaining, which is buried on the earth million years ago. That is called fossils. Scientists will take the fossils, then they will study how many years back this fossil belongs to. Based on that they will give data about the humans. Paleoanthropology is the study of human fossil fuel. The study of fossil fuel is paleoanthropology. Paleoanthropologist who studies paleoanthropology, they are called as the paleoanthropologist. Identify the sites where fossil can be found. They will identify the sites. They will not just like they go and dig the ground and all. They will get the evidence So based on the evidence, they will go in search of the fossils. They determine the age of fossil and describe the feature of the bones and teeth discovered. The age was determined by radiocarbon dating. When the fossils are exposed to the radiocarbon dating, it gives the exact data how long it back. It was used to ascertain the period of human evolution. So based on radiocarbon dating, they can confirm the data about the human evolution. With the help of radiocarbon dating, it was found that footprints of humans discovered were about 3.5 million years ago. So with the help of radiocarbon dating testing, they found that humans' footprints is about 3.5 million years ago. Anthropologists have found out the footprints of humans in a country called Tanzania in Eastern Africa. These anthropologists, they found the footprints of human in the country called Tanzania in Eastern Africa. They were found in rock beds submerged under sand. Human evolution happened in 3 different factors. Humans in erect position and walking on 2 legs happened much later. So first thing is they walk on 2 legs, that is erect position, stand erectly, straightly standing and walking with the 2 legs. That was much later. Changes in thumb so that they can hold things tightly, and the development of brain. We Homo sapiens migrate from Eastern Africa and settled in different parts of the world. So it is said that the first man was evolved in Eastern Africa. From there he migrated to different parts of the world. This lifestyle resulted in formation in different races and increase in population. So after they spread, after they migrated to different parts of the world, they formed in groups, races, so that the population also increased. Let's have a picture here. So the first man evolved is a Homo sapien, that is red color. From here he moved to the different parts of the world. So Northern Africa, then Europe, then Russia, came to India. From India he went to Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia and some other parts, North America, South America, migrating different times. Now stages of human evolution, we have different stages. So the first man said to be evolved on the earth is Australopithecus. He evolved between 4 million and 2 million years ago. He is considered as a proto-human evolved in Eastern Africa, that is southern Asia. Next stage is Homo habilis. He evolved between 2.3 and 1.4 million years. He is considered as the proto-humans. Presence of big toe to hold tightly and less protruding face, tool maker. Homo habilis is belong to the tool maker. The foots are big to hold. The toes are very big so that he can stand erectly on the earth. Next stage is the Homo erectus. He appeared approximately 1.8 million years ago, walked in a straight position. He had the knowledge of the fire. So next stage of Homo habilis is Homo erectus. This person has the knowledge of fire. He belongs to Java man, not fully human brain, smaller than ours. So it is, the brain development is smaller when compared to our brain. Next stage is Neanderthals. He evolved between 130,000 years and 40,000 years ago. He is not totally human. He is also not a fully human. Different forms of Africans. Their tools were crude. Hunting skills were also poor. There are evidence of burying the dead. Evidence are seen at the Neanderthals in Germany. Next stage of the Neanderthal is Homo sapiens. This man appeared 300,000 years ago. He is a wise man. That is like a modern man, not exactly like us. Modern human beings, hunting and gathering society, still used crude stone implements, moved out of Africa and settled in Europe and Asia. So this man is also belong to the hunting and gathering society. Weapons is also crude stone, and he moved from Africa and settled in various parts of the world in Africa and Asia continent. Next is the chromosomes, the present human. He is like us, like a modern humans. He appeared 50,000 years ago in Eastern Africa and 40,000 years ago in West Asia and in Southeastern Europe. Beginning of human life used not only implements made out of stone but also bones. Their weapons included harpoons and spear bows. Next is the hunting and food gathering. Mostly the early mans are belong to hunting and gatherers only. Millions of years ago, human led a nomadic life. Nomadic life means they were wanderers. They are roaming from one place to another in search of food and shelter. They lived in a group and caves or a mountain range. So humans are have the special quality. They will not live separately, individually, or they will not isolate. They always live in groups to escape from the enemies and dangerous animals. They used to live in the caves and mountain ranges. Each group consists of 30 to 40 people. So in each group there were 30 to 40 people will be there. They hunted all kinds of animals. They collected beehives, plucked fruits from tree. Beehives to get the honey, they get the fruits from the tree. Once the food resource got exhausted, they would move to another place in search of food. So if they are living in one place, once the foods, all the foods are exhausted means gets over, then they start moving to the other place in search of food. Wherever they'll get the food, they will settle there and they lead a normal life. Once the food's over, they'll start moving. So like that they are the nomadic life. They wore hides of animals and barks of trees and leaves for protecting their bodies. To cover the bodies they used to wear animal skins, bark of trees and leaves. There were two hunting methods, going as a group and hunting, digging a pit or trap the animal and hunting. These are the types of hunting. So go as a group and hunt a prey. So for hunting the animal they used to go in groups. Okay, if they want to catch big animal like elephant means they are not able to hunt, so they dig a pit and trap the animal, so and they chase that animal. Once they chase, the animal gets started running, they'll go and fall in the pit. After that they will hunt. Next is the art of flaking. So the early man discovered the fire by crashing the two stones, as well as he also found out the fire with the help of wood. Next is hunting was the main occupation of the humans. So main occupation of human was hunting, because that time they don't know about agriculture. They used sharp weapons to kill the big animal. The best stone for making weapon was chicky kal. That is a kind of stone, so that they can make the weapons. That is flint. It is known for its strength and durability. So this stone is a very strong. They fitted them with wood for grip. With this they created axes and big stones. So see this picture. So the stone is fixed in a wood like a hammer, so that they can hold the weapons in their hand. So far you would have understood. Now let's see the innovation of wheel. The innovation of wheel is considered to be one of the foremost invention. So the early man invented fire, agriculture, so many things, but most important is wheel. This innovation triggered when they saw the stone rolling down the mountain. So when the early man saw that more stones are rolling down from the mountain, from that they got the idea of making the wheel. First they made the wheel from stone, then they made from the wood, after that they made from metal. So next is the pot making. So human learned to make pots with the help of clay. The pots were burnt to make it stronger. They decorated pots with the help of natural color dye. They were made from extract of roots and leaves. These dyes were also used in rock painting. So next invention is pot making. So after the invention of the wheel, they learned how to make the pots. To make the life settle, the pots are very important. So they learned to make the pot from the clay, and to make the stronger this pot, they burn the pot in a fire so that it become very stronger. So after They decorate the pot with the help of the natural colors which is extract from the roots and the leaves. These colors they are also used in the rock painting. Let's see the ancient rocks painting. In India, there are approximately 750 caves where rock painting is done in 500 caves. So there are 750 caves are there. In that painting is done in the 500 caves. Even more caves were there. Only they have found out only 750 caves. These caves have not been dated, but they can be approximately 10,000 to 30,000 years old. So they don't know when they are drawn, when the caves are used. So they approximately they calculated. They said that it is belong to 10,000 to 30,000 years old. These paintings in caves depict the culture, male, female dancing, and children playing. So in the painting, they depicted the culture, how they hunt, how they live their life, like that. The male dancing, female dancing, and children playing, like the what all their routine life that is depicted in the caves. So that they wanted to share their opinion to the future generation. Mostly pictures of animals were drawn. These pictures depicted breeding of animals. In that mostly was oxen. In that pictures, mostly animal pictures we can able to see. This shows that they have the animals with them. The mostly used animal was oxen. Oxen were used for agriculture purpose. Mostly the oxen is used for the agriculture purpose. The sites are seen in the Keel Valley in Viluppuram, Usulampatti, Madurai. See the pictures here, how it is. Then Kumutipatti in Coimbatore, Mavadaipu in Coimbatore, Puravarai cave in Nilgiris, Karayur Nilgiris. See all the pictures, one or two humans are there. Mostly animals are seen here. I hope you have understood this. Now let's see the ancient agriculture and settlement. Ancient people got to know about agriculture when they threw the seeds of fruits and nuts into the soil after eating. So the early mans are mostly nomadic. They were always roaming, moving from one place to another. When they throw the seed after eating the fruits, they throw the seeds on the soil. After a few days, they found that the trees are coming out of the seed. From that, they got the knowledge of agriculture, growing the trees. Some days later, they found out saplings sprouted from the soil. So when they saw that sprouted coming out from the soil, they have the idea of to grow the paddies. By this logic, they realized that plants grow from single seed and yield vegetable and fruits. They also realized that plants grow faster in water-fed areas, and also alluvial soil is more suitable for plant growth. So after that they came to realize, so plants are grow faster where they have the water facility, and the soil is also one of the source in which plant can grow successfully. That's why they found out the alluvial soil. Mostly these alluvial soils are found near the water bodies, that is the river. That's why they settle near the rivers, side of the rivers. Then they realized with proper sowing and nurturing, they could increase the number of plants. So they thought from the one seed, one plant is coming means if they maintain properly, they can get more number of plants, they can get more number of fruits and vegetables. Thus agriculture and farming came into existence. From this idea only they started the idea of farming and agriculture. Then they learned to domesticate the animals and use them in farming. So to do the agriculture they need of animals. So that's why they are started domesticating the animals, taming the animals. So apart from the hunting, cattle rearing is also one of the occupation of the prehistoric man. These activities enable them to settle down in a place. So because of all these reasons, they all settled in one place and led a peaceful life. After the settlement, they came to know about utensils and vessels for cooking and storing. So once they started cultivating the rice and wheat, so to cook the rice, to store the rice and wheat, they need the vessels and utensils. So with the use of potter's wheel, they invented vessels. The farming started with clearing the land and burning of shrubs and planting the seeds. So they need the land. To get the land, they have to clear up the forest area. Some of the trees they burnt, and after that they sow the seed and started growing the plants. Once the fertility of soil decreased, they moved to a new land. So they one part of land they clear up, they started growing. So after 2 or 3 crops, the land started losing the fertility. So once the fertility is less, so in the soil, they started moving to other part of the forest. Then they clear the area. Then they start growing the crops. They started storing food, lean harvest period. So once the growth of foods, rice and wheat, after the use, the remaining food is they started store so that they can use in the future. With this experience, they came to know that riverside was the suitable land for farming, and they settled permanently. So with this, all this agriculture, making vessels and all, with this they come to a conclusion that the riverside is best place to settle. For protection from wild animals, human domesticated animals. The first animal to be domesticated was dog, following goat and cow. So they found out that dog has a sniffing skill, so that it can easily find out the coming of enemies. So that's why they started taming the animal. The first animal tamed by them is a dog, to protect them from the wild animals and the enemies. After that, they started domesticating cow and goat. With these activities, human not only learned agriculture but also developed the skill of handicraft. So when you see all these activities, first he learned about the fire, then he invented the wheel, then he started agriculture, then he made the pots. So from all these activities, he learned not only the agriculture but he also learned the skill of handicraft. Due to the permanent settlement, they had excess food of what they consumed. So they started living in a permanent place, so that more excess of food what they consume. So after daily routine consume food, some of the food also they left unconsumed. These foods were exchanged with other groups when they were in need of. This is called barter system. So when they don't want, when the excess food is there, when they don't need that food, means they have to go and give to the other groups what they have excess, they'll get it back. That is called a barter system. All the above activities develop trade and commerce, in turn develop towns and cities. With this, I'll end this video. If you like this video, please share, comment and subscribe. If you have any queries, please comment below. All the best. Thank you.